Hey, so the Houston Texans fans are crying more. You want to know why, Mario? Because J.J. Watt and the Houston Texans agreed to part ways after J.J. Watt requested the Texans to release him. He actually mentioned this on his Instagram via Instagram TV. So I'll leave that video in the description down below for you guys to go check out. Um, but this comes after all the stuff that the Texans have been through all season. They've been going through ups and downs like crazy. Actually, I don't even think they've had ups this year. Yeah, no, they haven't. But anyway, excuse me, J.J. Watt was a Texans number 11 pick in the 2011 draft, and since then he's won 3 Defensive Player of the Years, and he is one of 3 players to win the award 3 times. Um, see, so here's the thing, Mario, and you know what? Let me start off with this, Mario, and obviously we were talking about this before a couple days ago when Jamie Root stepped down as the Texans president. Like you said, like I said, the Texans just need to start fresh. They need to get rid of JJ Watt. They need to get rid of Deshaun Watson. I'm not saying to get rid of him because we want them to. I feel like in order for this team to just restart fresh, like you said, it's very rare to see a team not only give away all these players, but give away all these front office people at the same time too. That's very rare. You don't see that a lot. It's either one or the other. You don't do both at once most of the time. For the Texans to be doing it both at once, you might as well get rid of these players because JJ Watt's not happy. Deshaun Watson's not happy, and I say it before, and I know some people out there don't like. Some of my friends don't like it when I blame people that used to work for an organization. I will continue to blame Bill O'Brien for this situation because this man did not make his players happy. Why do you think this? Why do you think DeAndre Hopkins left town? Because he was saying that Bill O'Brien was saying things that he didn't like, and I'm not gonna say them because one, I don't know if they're true, and two, whatever he said was probably not appropriate. So I'm not gonna say that. JJ Watt was saying that he would butt heads with Bill O'Brien because he didn't like his coaching style and stuff like that. I don't know about Deshaun Watson because Deshaun Watson hasn't really been saying a lot about Bill O'Brien. He's just not happy with the team. You know what I mean? And it's obviously a reason to that, just the way the team's run. So, and again, it's all coming back to my point. Just start from trash. Get all these draft picks. I mean, you got rid of a few of them and you gave them to the Dolphins. I think you gave them. Is that the only team they gave them to? Right, the Dolphins. Or was there another team they gave some of their first round draft picks to? It was just the Dolphins. All right, yeah. So you got a couple of years. Work with what you got for now, and then just start from scratch. I mean, I truly think Bill O'Brien should have been fired after that playoff loss. He should have just been fired. You get a new head coach, and you build up with what you got. All these problems would have been easily avoidable had that not happened. But instead, you blow a 24-0 lead against the Kansas City Chiefs in 10 minutes, who, by the way, went on to win the Super Bowl that year. And I even said if the Texans won that game, I was watching that game. If the Texans won that game, they were going to win the Super Bowl. Simple as that. That's what I thought would have happened. But that didn't happen. They blew a 24-0 lead in 10 minutes, lost that game 51-31. Bill O'Brien gets promoted to general manager. I think that was the worst thing the Texans could have ever done. And I think Bill O'Brien screwed the team over. Had that not have happened, if they just fired Bill O'Brien right then and there, I think the Texans wouldn't have been in a situation right now. You wouldn't have got rid of DeAndre Hopkins. You would have kept Deshaun Watson and J.J. Watt happy, and you would have actually been able to build a team around them. But because these guys, J.J. Watt and DeAndre Hopkins, are coming out and saying that this guy wasn't the guy to be around, they didn't like him. They didn't like his coaching style. They didn't like some of the things they said. People aren't going to go there. You know what I mean? They want to be in a healthy environment, an environment that fits their vibe, or however you people say it these days. You know what I mean? But with that said, I mean, I'm not gonna talk down the Texans like that. I mean, obviously they've made some mistakes, and they're obviously willing to make it up by tearing it all up and starting from scratch. So I wish the Houston Texans the best of luck. As for J.J. Watt, I wish him the best of luck too. There are a lot of teams that he can go to. He could go across town to Dallas. He could go there. He could go to New England. He could go to Minnesota, to Carolina. He could go to Green Bay. Well, I personally think, in my opinion, this is just my opinion. You don't have to agree with me. I think he might go to Pittsburgh. Reason why? His brothers, TJ and what's his other brother's name again? I can't remember.
Derek.
Derek, yeah. I think Pittsburgh will be his landing spot because of his brothers. I think he'll unite with his brothers and play with them on the same team. But that's just me. He could go to any other team that I mentioned. But personally, yeah. I mean, he had a great career in Houston. I mean, this was his second 16 game season since 2015. He's dealt with a lot of injuries, so I wish him the best of luck with that. I wish the Houston Texans the best of luck. But this is just another proven point, like we said before. The Texans are just tearing it up and starting all over again.
No, I completely agree with you. And I don't know if you mentioned it, but this article was written by Sarah Barshop, ESPN
Oh
staff.
yeah, I didn't thank you for that.
Yeah. But first, before I say anything else, I just want to say, best of luck to JJ Watt in his future endeavors, and best of luck to the Houston Texans on their future as a team. Um, yeah, I completely agree with you. Look, obviously you could tell JJ Watt and Deshaun Watson were happy there, and I hope Deshaun Watson ends up leaving Houston as well, because if he stays, then they're really gonna have nobody besides Deshaun Watson and maybe Will Fuller. You know what I'm saying? I think it's really is time for a rebuild mode in Houston. And we talked about this. Get rid of the past and move on to the future. And not saying, and like you said, I completely agree with 100% of everything you just said. Don't get rid of them because of their talent, because they are talented players. Get rid of them because you need to start off fresh and new. And obviously, JJ Watt knows that. And there's a quote from him right here, and I just want to read it. So I'm going to read it right now. JJ Watt said this, and I quote, he posted this on Twitter. He says, I have sat down with the McNair family and I've asked them for my release, and we have mutually agreed to part ways at this time. I came here 10 years ago as a kid from Wisconsin who never really been to Texas before, and now I can't imagine my life without Texas in it. The way that you guys have treated me besides draft night, I mean, you guys booed me on draft night, but every day after that, you treated me like family. And truly, I feel like you are my family. I'm excited and looking forward to a new opportunity. I've been working extremely hard, but at the same time, it is always tough to move on. And I just want you guys to know that I love you. I appreciate you. I appreciate the McNair family for drafting me and giving me my first opportunity in the NFL. So, yeah, let me say this, Nate, okay? I think him going to the Steelers is extremely possible. More possible than people think. Let's think about this for a second, okay? Steelers end up losing Bud Dupree, right? He ends up getting hurt. Okay? Let me explain something. He tore his ACL at that. Bud Dupree was on a franchise tag. Now the Steelers have to decide after that injury, are they going to re-sign Bud Dupree? I don't think they will. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think Bud Dupree is going to be a Steeler next year. I don't think so. Which means you leave that end spot open for somebody named J.J. Watt. And J.J. Watt plays the opposite end of his brother. So that is a possibility. That is a big, big possibility. And 3 Watts on the same team, look, I guarantee you that's something that they've been probably dreaming of, to play with each other. And we talked about, like, team wise, the Steelers have a very organized team. Despite like how everybody has problems with like Juju doing TikTok dances and Chase Claypool talking smack, whatever the case is, they have a very well rounded football team. You know what I'm saying? Mike Tomlin is a great head coach, and I guarantee you J.J. Watt would love to play for that, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's some teams that I feel like he could go to. Dallas. I think Dallas he could go to. I think that's a possibility right there. They're one of the biggest markets in football. He could possibly go to Dallas, and they have a very talented team on paper. Off paper, when you look at the stats, not so much, but J.J. Watt could be that extra boost. I want to see him on the Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see him and Daniil Hunter together playing with each other. I think that'll be a very good end-to-end combo. I think that might be one of the best in the league. I'm trying to think.
Carolina, you could go there too.
Carolina?
You could go there.
Go to Carolina. So there's many teams that are gonna want JJ. I expect half like the NFL to try to make offers to JJ Watt. Personally, if I had to pick a team that he probably go to, I think Steelers.
I think that'd be I agree. I think that'd be the Steelers or the Cowboys, one of the two. Most likely Steelers though.
I'll put it this way: I got 3 teams that I think that would look nice for JJ Watt to go to. Steelers. Okay, that's number 1. Cowboys. That's number 2. Colts.
That's a good team actually.
Because I think Deshaun Watson should go to the Colts. I want Deshaun Watson to go to the Colts so bad. And the reason why is because I think the Colts are the perfect team for Deshaun Watson. And the Colts have a very, very good defense. And what better way to make that defense even better and get them over the hump than to get J.J. Watt? That's a very good idea. You get J.J. Watt and Deshaun Watson on the same team. They get to stay with each other. Both of them really do enjoy each other, Deshaun Watson and J.J. Watt. That's a very good idea. That is a very good idea. And you get to play the Texans 2 times a year. That is a very, very good idea. Now,
Mm,
I do respect, JJ Watt in many, many ways. You know what I'm saying? I respect that he sent what do you call it? He sent thank yous to the city of Houston because JJ Watt has done so much for that city. I remember when Hurricane Harvey hit and he ended up raising over $30 million for a Hurricane Harvey relief. JJ Watt has done a lot for this community. Again, a former Walter Payton Man of the Year, and JJ Watt absolutely deserves nothing but the best in his NFL career going forward. I've always had nothing but respect for JJ Watt, and I expect that respect not to change. So with that being said, I wish JJ Watt the best of luck in his future. As for the Texans, good luck in your future as a team and what you guys want to do. Hopefully, they can build a brand new identity in Houston. And with that being said, best of luck to both sides.